a freaking IKEA chair. Cosmin Cristani, who's a member, did you see the interview where Mads shut down a stupid question about race referring to this movie? Oh, yeah, we did. That is one of the greatest exchanges. It's like, it takes place in the, like, I just, you know what? We need to be able to be historically accurate. We need to be historically accurate. Like you point to a show like Bridgerton. I think Bridgerton, I'm not a fan of the show. I've seen trailers for the show. It looks stupid. Okay. Not for me, but it's fine. It's fine. Make it believable. But if you want historical accuracy, some things are not going to be diverse. They're just not. Yeah. And that needs to be okay. Look, if you want to play diversity police on all this stuff, you're an a-hole is what I'm going to say. And I'm tired of these people. It's almost like you're waiting for them to catch up. Like one day, they'll figure it out. No, I'm tired of these dumb people that bring the conversation down to their level, basically ruining the bell curve. Let's elevate the conversation. Yeah. Let's say that a movie like this can exist. It's historically accurate, whatever, and I like film. I like Mads Mickelson, filmmakers like Robert Eggers. Don't give an F. More of that, and more
Christopher Nolan for crying out loud.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan. I more of shutting down the idiots that bring the conversation. Have you ever been having like a great conversation about film with someone who's very learned? Yes, I said learned, and you're having this great conversation. Then someone else kind of joins and says the dumbest thing ever, and you look at them like they just farted.
Well, he owns slaves.
Yeah, exactly. like. I'm done with these people. They're all kids who are indoctrinated, not educated, and they're bringing all of us down. And I'm sick of them.
Yeah, well, that's the
sick of them.
That's one of the pillars you have to take down in this woke culture war is history. You either remove history or you change history, and there's an active attempt to do both. And once you lose your history, then you have nothing left. You have no culture to stand on.
What is the thing is this, after all the IP is ruined, what's left? What do you do? Because let me just say, I'm going to ask a question. Has there been an original IP that could be considered woke that was a huge success? Huge success. Anyone have an answer for that? I don't. Alan, do you?
Oh, Roots is the only one that comes to mind.
But Roots is look, the original Roots, which I saw when I was a kid, I thought I remember being very moved as a kid about the story of Kunta Kinte. And LeVar Burton, at least from what I remember, that was like his first big role, was being in the original Roots from the 70s.
But I remember that show was an event.
It was an event.
And it was about the harsh realities of slavery. And, you just not had seen that kind of intensity on television before, especially in that miniseries format.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I think that you need to have seen a certain number of movies for me to actually take you seriously. And, if your favorite movie that you've ever seen ever is from the last 5 years, you haven't seen enough movies. You need to go through movie history. AFI, whatever you think of the American Film Institute, AFI has like the 100 movies you must see. See all those movies, and then let's talk. Okay? See all of those movies, and we'll have a conversation. Okay?
Yeah. But, a lot of these animators that I refer to in the D-Files, their exposure to animation is anime. And then when you ask them about the original works of Walt Disney, the original classic movies, none of them had seen any of it.
Right. So it's just, I'm just on this comment, Cosmin Cristani, who's a member. Thank you for that. We all need to channel Mads Mickelson when stupid enters the conversation. Do you hear what I'm saying? Glenn, this might be a Gore rant. You need to channel Mads Mikkelson's energy at that press conference when stupid enters the conversation, and you need to call it out, because these people, when they start to debate, what they do is they just call you names because they have no argument. They have no argument, and I'm done with dumb. I am done with dumb. JTPRX, Alan would have given a 10 out of 10 if there was an Asian character. Is that
they
true,
just needed
Alan?
one. They just needed one Asian character, and it would have made it a perfect movie. And yet they go, oh, history, blah, 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 white people, blah, blah, blah.
It's weird how, like, I really wonder if there's this, I mean, there's just so much anti-white rhetoric that, like, if you just flip it, it's like, oh, that's racist. If you play prejudice Mad Libs, if you just replace white people with anyone else, it sounds awful, but it's okay to say about white people. It's just like in articles, in like reputable newspapers, or so-called experts who say stuff. And I'm done with dumb. I'm done with dumb. I am done with dumb.
Yeah, look, the idea that going back to the WGA letter, the idea that we are actively taking a group of people, white males, and saying you can't work anymore, you can't earn a living for your family, you can't do what you love, we're going to prevent you from ever getting a job ever again. If I were to use a woke term of the youth today, I could throw the word out genocide at that point. And it's a stupid word, because it's not a stupid word, but it's their misuse of that word, and it can be applied to what they're doing right now. So there you go. There's my rant. There's my Alan's Corner.